musicien ouvert à toutes les disciplines, curieux de tous les mondes sonores jusqu'à la passion, Michel Portal, également admiré par les amateurs de musique classique, il joue merveilleusement Mozart, Brahms et Boulez, et les amateurs de jazz libre, est une des plus importantes figures de la musique européenne moderne. À Chateauvallon, en compagnie d'amis fidèlement ouverts aux mêmes horizons, il a joué haut et fort, à l'extrême du don et du cri, une musique où l'intelligence épousait étroitement le cœur, où la révolte ne faisait qu'un avec l'amour. Musique difficile peut-être, mais très belle.
Hey everyone, I just wanted to do a relatively quick video about two major artists I've been thinking about recently. Artists I've been into for a little while now, but both of them I've been listening to again for doing a deep dive for two different reasons. And both of these artists in this pile of records are now entering into my listening project, the 5-year listening project, so I'm going to be filtering these into my current list of records, you know, the psych records and what have you. Talking about Michel Portal first, the reed player, saxophonist, clarinetist, bass clarinet. He died at age 90, just about almost a month now. But I've been sort of coming around to it and starting to just play his records again because I haven't played him in a while. Though I am into him pretty recently, thanks to our friend Stunty. Basically, when I got to know Stunty 5-6 years ago, he started, talking about his records, and one in particular, which I'll show, and I've been picking them up over those years. And I have about 8 or 9 Portal records. I still want the first one. That's the big one I want. I sold the reissue to Dave. But this is Splendidissement from, I think this is 1970. This is early 70s. From 1975. CBS Records in France. This has got the original inner sleeve. So I'm going to go through these all quick. I'm going to show you all of my Michel Portal records. And I'm going to be listening to these over the next few weeks. Great player. I mean, so cutting edge. He was big into soundtracks and doing film work in the 80s. He became pretty famous, one of the most famous jazz musicians out of France that there is. We're listening to this one on Le Chateauvallon. This is Michel Portal Unit. Chateauvallon. This is with a lot of players. You would see a bunch of turn up in a lot of his records. I don't think this is the very first pressing. This is the black label. Nice gatefold though. I think I got this at FMU a couple of years ago now. But we have Michel Portal, Leon Franchioli, Bernard Vité, Beb Guérin, Pierre Favre. Some of the regular people he turns up with. This is a great one. I love this one. Again, I don't have the year in front of me, unless it's on the inside here. No, but this I believe is mid to late 70s. Here he is doing his best Roland Kirk impression there. Just a genius player. This is an interesting one. I found this cheap, but this is almost like a cheap heat for him. This is with Daniel Humer, one of my favorite drummers, Swiss drummer. And Jean-Luc Ponty, you all know. Communication. record label. Oh, Phil Woods is on this too. There's something funny about this one. I remember talking to Stunty a long time about this one. Sorry for my voice is a little low. It's a little late here on these labels. This is cool. Again, I can't talk excessively about these because I haven't. I'm just pulling them out now to re-listen to. So Portal can get pretty out there, pretty intense, like he would with his group Neuphonic Art. This is on the Virgo label. This is, I guess, a German pressing. Michel Portal, Vinko Globocar, Jean-Pierre Douay, Carlos Roque Asina. This is on the from, let's see, this is also from the late 70s, I believe. Distributed by Harmonia Mundi. Gotta replay it. Chateauvallon 76. 76. Leon Franchioli, Bev Garin, Bernard Luba, and Portal. I'll show you these labels. There they are. Again, this one I definitely need to play again. I haven't played this one in a few years. But I got it for a good reason, no? Here is a great one on the Futura label. This is original Michel Portal Sun Ra, Bar Phillips, Stu Martin, Jean-Pierre Douay. Jean-Pierre Douay. This is a definite burner. This one will knock your burn your nose hairs. 1970. I think Souffle Continue did this one. On the yellow Futura label. And this is the one that got me into him when Stunty played it. I mean, him, I think it's the African Ritual. This is all solo Portal on the Psy label. This is amazing. The track that blew me away, I think, is that one, African Ritual, where it's all overdub. Portal playing alto, tenor, clarinet, bass clarinet, contrabass clarinet, tenor, soprano, sopranino, the bandoneon, and percussions as well. It's from 1979. It's all solo. Déjamais solo. This one you can still find for $20 to $30. I highly recommend it. Stunty will as well. It's intense. It's just like some amazing overdubbing and playing throughout the whole thing. It's been a while since I replayed these, so this one will be getting played this week for sure. An amazing one. And the last one I have is Turbulence. This is a little later, from 1987. Here we have Humer, Turns Up, J.F. Jenny Clark, Bernard Lubat. Oh, Jean Schwartz is on here. Very nice. This is on the Harmonia Mundi label, black label. Oh, making a mess. I wasn't going to take them all out of the sleeves, but here we are. So that's Michel Portal, rest in peace, age 90. This powerhouse of French improv, free improvisation, and jazz. So more to come. Those are now entering into my 5-year project. The other artist is Sun Ra. I've never shown all of my Sun Ra records, and I don't have that many, only 21 or 2. Nothing like some of you. And I have sold some of them, the reissues, but I still have a bunch of reissues. I have a bunch of ABC pressings of Saturn pressings, and one El Saturn, that's all. But yes, the Sun Ra documentary on PBS was very good. A little entry level, but the footage and the way the production was done and some of the facts, and of course some of the video I've seen, of course there was stuff taken from the few documentaries, Spaces the Plays. It's just always good to see a special on Sonny Blount, who was clearly a man of the stars. You know, he was just not of this world in such an amazing way. Very gifted, very talented, and complicated. Was not necessarily great to his band, although he did house them one way or another. But I liked hearing some of the stories. You know, the story that resonated the most to me that I didn't know about was how every morning he would give a song to God. He would play a song that was just for God on his piano, that he had no intention of recording. And his thinking was like, we're always asking and asking for things from our Creator. For once I wanted to give something to him. So apparently he would wake up early and play him a song. So I'll show you what I have. And again, these are going to filter into my listening over the next... This is going to take a few months, but I listened to this one. This is one of the first Sun Ra records I ever got many years ago. Now, this is the Angels and Demons of Play, of course, the ABC pressing. This is a favorite. It's Mr. Ra in a little bit more of a reserve mode. It's the neon label. I love this one. The highlight, I recorded in Chicago 55, 56, 57, so yeah, it was actually earlier than I remember, but this is from November 73, of course produced by Ed Michel, so reissued, but this features all kinds of the greats: John Gilmore, Pat Patrick, Marshall Allen, Ronald Boykins, Charles Davis, Art Hoyle, Nate Pryor, Wilbur Green, Robert Barry, Jim Herndon, Julian Priester, Victor Sproles, and Phil Corin. So yeah, this is an amazing lineup. Let's show a bunch of the ABC stuff. And here's one that's on MPS. Sun Ra and his Intergalactic Orchestra Festival live at the Donaueschingen and Berlin festivals on MPS. This is from the early 70s with a beautiful cover. I have a couple of ESPs, Volume 1 and Volume 2 of Heliocentric Worlds of Sun Ra. I don't know if this is the very first. I forget. I haven't looked in a while. It's definitely one of the very first pressings on ESP disc. It was nice to get these from the same collection at Engerbaum Records, maybe, I don't know, 10 years ago. The Myth Science Orchestra Volume 2 is the original on BYG Actuel. This isn't amazing, actually, but I decided to keep it. I don't have Volume 1. I just love this cover image of Mr. Ra. This is not one of my favorites, but certainly interesting. Here's one, Cosmos, I forget. This is on Inner City. Yeah, I guess he had some reissues on Inner City. Don't remember if this probably came out on Soul Note originally, and this is the Inner City version of it. Cool cover. Kind of cheesy, but cool. Gilmore, Allen, Danny Davis, Danny Thompson, Elo Omo, I don't know him, bass clarinet, Jack Jackson, Ahmed Abdullah, Vincent Chauncey, Craig Harris, R. Anthony Bunn, and Larry Bright. Some names I don't know. Cool one. Here's the reissue of ABC reissue of The Nubians of Plutonia. Again, Corin turns up here, and a lot of the same lineup as Angels and Demons of Play. This is a 74 reissue. Astro Black. This is an original, I believe, right? Came out, this is the first issue of it, did not come Saturn. It's hard to see the cover image there, but there they are. Pathways to Unknown Worlds. This is also the first edition on ABC. Boykins, Clifford Jarvis, Bill Davis, Stanley Morgan, Eugene Brennan, Leroy Taylor, Russell Branch, Lamont McClam. No June Tyson on this one. Danny Thompson, Danny Davis, Marshall Allen, John Gilmore. Fate in a Pleasant Mood reissue on ABC. I do have the box set reissue of... It's on these labels though. Oh, it's a white label promo. That's cool. I didn't remember that. I'm thinking about Mr. Ra. I want to play some of these. Never a bad idea. This is recorded in 59, so you're going to be some of the similar lineup there. This is on Philly Jazz, right? I thought it was on Philly Jazz of Mythic Worlds. This is the first press of this. Yeah, Philly Jazz. I got this on a Carolina Soul auction, I think it was, really cheap, like years ago. This is the late 70s, 78. It's on these labels. Looks different than the main Philly Jazz labels. I do have the expanded, yeah, hard to see, Lanquidity box set that Strut did. I'd love to have the original, but I'll settle for this right now. That's gonna create... Hopefully you're not have a problem with light, because I'm probably blinding you. Space is the Place. Nice copy of this. The only one you put on a Blue Thumb, and of course the soundtrack. Gotta do that. It's actually a pretty nice copy. I got this quite reasonably. Yeah, that Blue Thumb label. In the late 70s, mid to late 70s, Sun Ra would go to Egypt, or I'm sorry, well, I think that was more in the mid-70s, but he would go to Italy, and he would bring a small group, and I have 2 of the 3. I'm missing New Steps, but here is Unity on the Grey Foro label, and the quartet, Other Voices of the Blues, featuring John Gilmore. So I need the red one. I've been looking for that for quite a while. First pressing on the yellow labels. I believe it's yellow, or is it orange? I think, well, I should check out this one. They're all double albums, yeah, yellow horror labels. I think they're all yellow, the first ones. Even though the orange reissue is like the next year. So I do really like these. I think these are not a favorite, but I quite enjoy them. But New Steps with the red tint I need. Here's my only L Saturn, believe it or not. You know, I used to see them in New York. I used to see them at Academy Records. I used to see them. I didn't think spending $100 or 80 to $100 was worth it. But I do have my Brother the Wind, the one that has ties to the Bob Moog factory, located 15 minutes away at the time, from 1968. This is the first part of that, where he was using the Moog that he got. I told the story before, but and part 2 of that, where there's even more of that, his first sort of experiments with the Moog, is Night of the Purple Moon. Really beautiful hand-painted cover. And here's the L Saturn, black L Saturn label. And I still have the reissue, just because it includes some more takes. Decided to hold on to it. And I have this, a few more, some of the more modern reissues. This one no one ever talks about. Sun Ra is Astro Infinity Orchestra Sun Embassy. This is still in the shrink. This is released in 2018 on the Roratorio label. Recorded at Sun Studios Philly. 68, 69. I gotta listen to this one again. I've never seen anyone discuss this, but it's right in the prime era. So we'll check that out. Here's one I listened to recently for sure. I absolutely love this one. This is sort of an archival record, Janice. And I love the first song. I think it's just Island in the Sun is amazing. This was Record Store Day. I love this one. A couple more Record Store Day. Crystal Ships, I really love this one. Great cover, of course. Calling Planet Earth. This one survived the Purge as well. Recorded in Copenhagen, 1971. And on Superior Viaduct, the first appearance of Pharoah Sanders and Black Harold, 1964, Judson Hall. Another one I haven't listened to in forever. And 2 other box sets, which, no, I'm not going to take out, but I will be playing these again at some point. Sun Ra, Egypt, 1971. And the controversial full recordings, Nuit de la Fondation Mate, Volume 1, or 1970, in August 1970. So 2 box sets. Yeah, I don't know. Didn't really expect to do this video. I just figured I'd do it, showing all my Sun Ra. A little tribute to Michel Portal. And yeah, these are all coming into the play pile. So hope you enjoyed all that madness. See ya.